Nah. Why is it keep doing that? Oh, ahoy, ahoy, Bishop. How you doing, mate? Welcome back, everybody, both here and the archive, which, for, I guess, Bishop and whoever else is in chat, I see 2 people there, so I know there's someone else. Let's see. Anyway, I'm gonna get the archive as put together as I can tomorrow, so all the latent Sakura games, all the latent Bone Collector stuff, that's gonna be going on YouTube tomorrow as best as I can get. I've got a lot of backlog, really. But, that being said, we got a new Sakura game. We finished off Sakura Fox Adventure last time. We did skip a week, partly because I needed to feel around for what kind of Sakura game I wanted to do next, and partly because I just didn't have the energy in me last week after work. But, we have a new game. We have Sakura MMO. This is another one of those Sakura games where the main character is a woman. So you have my British accent, where I basically talk like my D&D character Jürgen Zoll, but a bit more effeminately. And that means we're going to have new voices, so Bishop would know, he's one of the players, but I am going to be starting my own campaign for D&D Friday nights. It's going to be every other week, just to help with everybody's schedules and yada yada. But, essentially, what I've been doing since I started Sakura Saturdays, this is just going to be me. A, it's an excuse for me to play soccer games, and B, it's a good way for me to try out voices I want to use in the campaign. And since Bishop, I know you watch every now and then, I'm probably going to have to make sure that I don't say who the voice is going to be for, but anywho, what we really need to do is get started. I did go in for literally 2 seconds just to mess with the text scroll speed and a couple other settings. Don't know anything about this game other than I think it's kind of like... I think the character that we play is also playing a video game, so I'm playing a visual novel character that's playing a video game. It's getting weirdly meta. Anyway. How many times have I said anyway this time? Starting to. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Hold on. What in the hell is going on here? Oh, that's not good. Yeah. It's got no polygons in it, it's a fucking visual novel. Let me fix this. There we go, this is what you guys were missing. I guess, I tried doing full screen and I thought it was working, guess it's not, whatever. Well, it doesn't affect it for you guys, it just means that I'm only using literally a quarter of my screen for this. It doesn't matter for me. Let's see if I can just... no, that's not gonna do it. Oh, no. No. Oh, what am I doing? Alright, we got it fixed. So, Yellow Knight, you won't get away with this, you loathsome dark witch. Loathsome? There is an eyebrow. Are you really in a position to call me that right now? I mean, look at yourself. I bring the heel of my shoe down on the fallen adversary's head. She winces. I don't blame her. I wear only the finest of boots, made from the hide of slain dragons. My heels taper off in long, thin points that are just perfect for stepping and squashing. Ugh. The fallen knight winces, but she still doesn't cry out. She must have too much pride. Though I've beaten her into a pulp and thrown her onto the muddy ground, she still hasn't given in. Her resolve is quite admirable, but... Are you trying to resist me? Well, we'll just see how long that lasts. I bring the heel of my boot down again. Yeah. Game is frozen for you? It should just be the same, Are you sure the whole thing is frozen? Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Okay. Properties. It says right? It's good? Okay. That seems to have done the trick. Finally, the knight cries out in pain. Yes, that's right. Cry for me more. Just like that. There's no nectar in the world sweeter than a pretty girl's tears. At least this knight was pretty, until she foolishly decided to challenge me. And she doesn't look all that pretty now that her head has been pushed into the dirt. Her red hair is thick with earth and soil, her cheeks are spattered with mud, her armor is cracked here and there, revealing her smooth skin underneath. She was wearing a goblin-made armor, too. It was finally corrected. It must have cost her a pretty penny. It's too bad. It's too bad that when pitted against my magical powers, armor like this offers about as much protection as a blotting paper. You thought you could defeat me? You thought you could take me by surprise while I was having a leisurely stroll? How foolish. How could a weak knight like you ever hope to best Viola, the fearsome language? You might as well have waltzed up to me wearing nothing but ribbons. I giggle softly beneath my breath. The forest is deadly silent. The low, quiet sound of my laughter, mixed with the once cute knight's hero's whimpers, are the only noises to be heard for miles around. And nobody's going to come and help you, you know. We're the only ones here. Even if we weren't, everybody's far too afraid of me to intervene, as they should be. That's how things are. But you know what? I'll tell you a little secret, just between you and me. I'm glad you tried to attack me. So few people bother nowadays. My life in Elspeth has become rather dull. Fortunately, if there are girls like you out there as pretty as they are stupid, who are willing to put themselves in harm's way, I think I can still have fun. You! The knight looks up at me. Though she's groveling at my feet, her body racked with painful convulsions, she still has the audacity to meet my eye. She's a stubborn one, and that's why I like her. The only ones who break too easily are so boring. Do you really think this is fun? Of course I do. Why else would I bother playing with you? You. The rumors are true. Everything they say about you is true. You really are evil. Evil? Don't flatter me. I'm a perfectly normal woman. We all need to let off steam every once in a while. And you're forgetting you're the one who first attacked me. You deserve it. You're ruining the beautiful... You're ruining it. Goblin made it funny, only crafted something pretty yeah. You deserve it. You're ruining the beautiful world of us. Nobody can relax as long as you're around. That's why you need to be taken down. That's why I took it upon myself to bring you to justice. Justice. How noble. This woman is idealistic as she is foolish. Well, I don't hate people who pick fights. They know they can't win for the sake of their ideals. I think it's kind of cute, really. In a pitiful sort of way. Maybe I should offer my fallen adversary compliments. From what I can tell, there are a lot more choices in this game. And apparently this is a good one, because this one has had 2 sequels? I know there's Sakura MMO 2 and 3. I think there might be a 4th, but I'm not sure. But this is a really good one, so this is one of the reasons why I wanted to start this, because it's another game that we can go back to later. I feel like this chick is like hardcore, just Sato, so let's go with Maka Knight's stupidity. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, but I stepped yawn with one end. I much prefer you when you're moaning in pain. I apply yet more pressure with my heel. The effect is instantaneous. The knight's eyes open wide. She starts to writhe. How pathetic. She looks so pathetic. Torturing her is so entertaining, I can't control myself. I want to hit him more. More. Oh. I blink. My body's breaking up. It's dissolving into bits and pieces of white light. The weight under my foot vanishes. My heel meets the ground once more. The fallen knight is nowhere to be seen. I sigh. Well, that's no fun. I meant to keep the knight alive a bit longer than that, but the burn status effect on my fire spell inflicted on her must have chipped away the last of her health. Her HP finally reached 0, so of course she disappeared. She must have respawned back at her last checkpoint. Maybe I could pursue the girl, but there's no point. I'd only pit her again, and hunting down weaklings is no fun. I'll fight anybody who challenges me, of course, but the end result is always the same. My victories, though numerous, are always short-lived. I sigh. That is so boring. I set my mouse to one side and look at my computer screen. All of which character Viola is standing alone in the Roseberry Forest. The other character I was fighting, I think her name was Ellery, is gone. Though I used a few magical attacks to defeat her, the trees and leaves and plants that surrounded Viola have shown no sign of damage. That's just how things are in MMOs. No matter how strong you get, or how much you level your character up, or how many powerful items you hold, it can't make any real difference to the world around you. People you kill will always respawn, so do the random enemies. After a battle, the environments go back to the way it was. It's almost like you're in an air hole. Oh yes, I better walk back to my castle. Perform the teleportation spell. Viola disappears from the Roseberry Forest and reappears in a darkened boudoir in her own very own castle. One did not miss Citadel. I wanted it to sound as imposing as possible. Many adventurers have tried to lay siege to Viola's castle in the past, of course. Viola took care of them all with a single dark fire spell. After that, people stopped trying. It's rare for players to challenge me head on now. It's easy. It's all too easy. I've been playing SF online since it first came out 2 years ago. When I started, I was just a lowly dark mage with no equipment and a single measly light that spelled my name. Over time, however, I managed to improve my skills. I got strong. Now one of the strongest, if not the strongest, player of all stuff online. I've earned so much in game money, there isn't much left for me to buy. I have a lot of rare and limited edition items. Armor is one of a kind. While most players struggle to purchase a small hut with a single room to store their items, I have my very own castle, which is filled with spoils from all my battles. I even have my own maid. I can use my necromancer's ruby necklace with some of the skeletons and zombies to fight for me. People in the SF online forums speak of me with fear. Many avoid me when they see me coming. Slim few, the brave, foolhardy ones like Harry, try to fight me for prestige and honor of bringing the fearsome Viola down. Never works, of course. You wonder how much she spent in microtransactions. Yeah, this I don't know. That's a pretty stark room. It's very Japanese teen, like, apartment, but I don't know. Or at least Sakura teen apartment. Seems like a pretty sparse. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like the room of someone who could afford that many microtransactions. Yeah. It never works, of course. 12 against 1. Playing this one. I've fought 20 people before. 4 parties tried to band together to defeat me. I will smash them all without taking a single hit. I never built this name for myself, all while holding down a difficult 9-to-5 job in the real world. Unlike some of the other, stronger players in SF Online, I'm not on need. I'm not a bored teenager with too much free time or a college student skipping out of classes, or recently laid off civil servant trying to use up the time between job hunting. I'm an adult woman, and I was 27. I wake up early in the morning, get dressed, make myself breakfast, and go to my office. In the real world, I'm a lawyer. Defense attorney. It's a difficult job, but it's also a rewarding one. That certainly pays the bills for my nice little apartment. And after work, when I want to unwind and relax, I log into SF Online. Being the strongest player in there always helps calm me down. Washes away all the stress from a busy day at work. Lets me unwind. Lately, however, something's felt a little strange. A little off. Well, it's not what this is really real. Real was me, but I press my fingertips against the screen above Viola's frozen image. She doesn't move unless I tell her to. She can't do anything on her own. I desire her after me. She has my hair and my eyes, but she has me. Her life is much more exciting than mine. It's not like I hate my job, but sometimes it gets kind of boring. Tired of doing the same thing day in, day out. Wake up, make breakfast, go to work, come home, play MMOs, sleep. Is that all there is? That's what being an adult is all about. I'm going to end up as stressed out and unhappy as my parents. Well, my dog, which Viola with jealousy. She certainly looks imposing with her black gown and cold-blasted blue eyes. I can do what I want now, except one more. I can wear I want. I'm the one in control. I control Viola. She controls everyone else. People are afraid of me. Some revere me. Others adore me. They all respect me. What hasn't changed for almost a year? Hasn't changed, but nothing ever changes. My job's always the same, but I thought all stuff online would be different. It was fun when I was leveling up and doing all the different quests and dungeons, but now I don't know everything there is to do. I've seen everything there is to see. There's nothing new to explore anymore. I sigh for the umpteenth time. If I lived in Elsif, what if I really was Dark Witch? All the people I could meet, all the places I could see. I see it all for real with my own eyes. Elbera, where the Darklings live. Hawthorne Market, where the half-breeds sell their goods. Resbiter Forest, where the witch Scarina lives. Life would be so much more interesting then. Everything would be much more fun. Well, that's not possible. As an upstanding contributing member to society, I understand the differences between reality and video games. SF Online is fun, and I find it easy to lose myself in its detailed and vibrant world, but it's not real. It'll never be real. When I turn the console off, it'll be gone, just like my Dark Witch Viola. The real world, however, will never go away. No one was hit by an asteroid. Neither of my responsibilities. My life never changes. My stuff never changes. It's all so boring. It's some I underwear kind of dries, or that underwear kind of draws the eye to a certain area. I remove my clothes, lean back on my bed and sigh. I wish something interesting would happen. Anything. Anything at all. All my words die on my lips. Browsing the swirls inside my head, my eyelashes flutter. All of a sudden, I feel horribly heavy. I didn't realise quite how tired I was until I let my head fall against my pillow. I should probably turn my computer off before I go to sleep. The computer seems so far away all of a sudden. Yellow's still there, frozen on my screen. She can't move without me. She don't move, because my wireless mouse is... Where is it? On the floor? Is there knocked off my disc? No, well. I can't pick it up now. Can't do anything. All the strength is one body. I've no willpower. Slowly, very slowly. My eyelids fall shut, I enter a long, dreamless sleep. Quick save. Good morning, my lady, and how are you feeling today? Cut today. Yeah. Oh, I'm linking yawn, a stretch. The covers pull around my body while I sit up in bed. You signed up for cute girls on existential crises. Yeah. Look, you get the existential crises, then you get images like this. Oh, it's trembles at the moment. It's my skin. For some reason, my bedroom feels a lot colder than it usually does. It's supposed to be springtime in Tokyo. Cherry blossoms are blooming all over the trees. The weather's been not exactly hot lately, but it's simply warm. Warm into I feel so frigid. I open my eyes, back my arm, and look down at myself. I look at my bare arms and legs. Why can I see so much cleavage? All I have to conceal my body is a thin, flimsy garment of dark lace. It's nice lace, like quality. It doesn't scratch my skin. It feels rather soft and smooth. Well, it's not the kind of thing I'd usually wear. I don't think I've even owned any clothes like this. Where did it come from? What's going on? Oh, there's something not to your liking, milady. My lady? Finally, there is just a second presence in my bedroom. There's a girl standing beside me. Or would it be more apt to say woman? She looks about the same age as I am, but it's hard to tell. She has short dark hair, dark skin. She's wearing a maid uniform, complete with ruffled socks and frilly headband. She's cute. Although she would be if there wasn't for one or two little details. Horns? Yes, my lady. What is it? You have horns. Indeed I do. The maid presses her fingers gently across the curved horns that protrude from her skull. I have horns, my lady, because I am a darkling. Do you not remember? A darkling? What's going on? Is this girl some kind of cosplayer? I don't explain my outfits, but at least why is she in my room? Well, I'll say my room. Well, on calls for inspections, it doesn't look like my room at all. This Australian accent really hurts my jaw. One sec. Oh, I need some drink. Also, those horns aren't that bad. I'd still hit that. This is nothing like my apartment. The walls made of stone. I bet it's a large four-poster with crisp white blankets and feather-stuffed pillows that looks fit for a princess. I used to fantasize about having a bed like this when I was little. Just what is this place anyway? I don't understand. I don't understand at all, but... Oh dear, do you have a bad dream, my lady? Bad dream? It must be dreaming. There's no other explanation for this. Even your first reaction would be, what in the actual fuck who are you? And not, oh, cute girl. Like, dude. I mean, You gotta admit, you see something like this when you wake up in the morning. Even if the woman wasn't in your room before, you still gotta have that thought in the back of your head, like, hey, she's nice looking. But yeah, the first thing out of your voice is gonna be like, where am I? Who the fuck are you? I'll pinch the exposed flesh in my arm with my fingers, but yeah, that's everything remains stubbornly solid. Does that mean this is really real? Some very last night happened over here, my pleas to the whole world shift to accommodate my desires. I don't think it's possible, but how else would you explain the situation? I look at myself again, look at my room, look at my maid. That's when it finally hits me. I know what this place is. This is my bedroom, but it's not my bedroom back in Japan. My bedroom in SF Online. All of them, they furnish this room with items won in raids and bought from the market. All died to suit my particular taste. This furniture, the bed in particular, is all very expensive. It took me several months to obtain all these pieces, but I think it was worth it in the end. This bedroom really is classy. Put a lot of care into it. How could I ever forget this room belongs to me? But this is my bedroom in SF Online. I must be... Viola? That's right, your name is Viola, lady, and I'm your maid, Nev. Oh, see, you're Nev. That's right, I'm at your service, always and forever. Nev takes a hold over the hem of the skirt and drops a neat curtsy. Right. Now the fog of my brain is starting to clear. I do remember her. Nev is my maid. She's Darkling 7. I bought her for a pretty penny in Edinburgh. Nev is a playable character in SF Online. She doesn't have any agency of her own. Isn't a playable. She's an NPC. She's a pre-decoration, really. Just a bit over the wardrobe. Now, however, is there something you wish to tell me, my lady? Nev tilts her head to one side. She blinks. She looks just like any other human. She certainly doesn't look like an inanimate object, like a little wooden puppet from the fairy tale story. She managed to become a real girl. I don't know. This is also confusing. My lady, what is it? What in the world is going on? Oh dear, you still appear to be half asleep. I don't presume to know the night air might have affected you, but it must have been fearful indeed. Perhaps you need a little help calming down. Well, Ned cautiously. What do you mean by that exactly? We're gonna have some plot soon! I can tell based off of the music change and the suggestive nature of this sentence. You asked me to do this for you many times in the past when you felt tense or stressed. I believe it has quite a relaxing effect on you. I know my methods might be a little unconventional, but you have no cause to complain about them before. I'll still... Yeah. So when it says cut tonight, I'm going to do the Australian. When it says Viola, I'm going to do the evil bitch. I still don't understand. I run a hand through my hair. Run a hand through my hair. It's all mussed up and tangled. He washes for the big flask, yeah. What are you going to do to me? I'm going to offer you a special massage, of course. A massage? Yeah, never mind. I'm just going to stick with Australian on both things. Whatever. Yes. As your maid, it's my duty to serve you. I want to make myself useful to you in whatever way I can, even if I have to use my body. Seeing you happy makes me happy, my lady, and I have no qualms about pleasuring you. What does she mean, pleasure? As if I'm more, I used Neva's pretty means to store my extra items that took up too much inventory space. That was all she could do. I'm going to talk to her. I still include asking her to give me massages. This whole pleasure thing sounds a bit dubious too. As if online isn't supposed to be an adult game, people get banned if they pass all offensive messages or make sexual advances on other players. Well, this is not stuff online. That's all like it. It's far too real to be a mere MMO. If you don't like it, you may command me to stop at any moment, but... The nails always are half-lady. They look dark and sultry. I don't think you will. I am rather proud of my skills. And I think you'll agree that I'm quite good at my craft. Please, milady, just lie back and let me take care of everything. It's hard to get out of her voice. I'm still not sure what's real and what's not, but Ned's little spiel has convinced me she'd make a good saleswoman. Her skills might be wasted as well made. Look at the door, I thought a massage does sound rather appealing. I'll take her up on her offer. Look, I think this is going to be ultimately an important decision, but we need plot. I thought you said that. It's all a sparkle of anticipation. And then let's get started. Oh, it's... Oh... It's actually kind of wholesome. We need advancements to this plot, yes. I'm feeling a little calmer now, my lady. Oh, Neve. Yes, what is it? My hair got a bit rumpled after the... Oh, okay, no, so this is post-massage. Okay, this isn't like what the massage... This isn't like her combing the hair, calling that a massage. This is after. Come on, these games are supposed to show that still. Or at least, like, you know, a still of them completely naked with their boobs pressed together so you don't see a nipple, and that's safe for YouTube or wherever. Anyway, so yeah, I guess this is after. Well, here got a little rumpled after the rather intimate massage I received there. Now Ned's brushing my hair. I'll sit in the bed, still trembling from the aftershock of my sudden comments. While Ned slowly runs her fingers through my white curls. Oh, honestly, still feels like I'm living in some kind of dream. I hope it's not a bad dream. No, it's nothing like that. It's supposed to be one of the best dreams I've ever had. Well, thank goodness. Well, I can't see Neve. She's sitting behind me after all. I'm sure I had a turn of voice that she's smiling. I'm glad I could do my job properly as I made. You did a wonderful job. Receiving praise from my ladies so early in the morning. It almost feels like I'm dreaming too. Of course, as your humble servant, attending to your each and every desire is my duty. If you wish me to do anything else, just say the word. But right now, I need to focus on your hair. It's so smooth and beautiful. I'm afraid I might have tangled it a little. I must apply myself diligently, so I may remove every single knot. Thank you for your consideration. I force myself to remain still despite the residual trembling of my body. I rest my hands against my thighs and dip my head, giving Neve easy access to my long, pale, silvery hair. Some of these knots are rather stubborn. I suppose that's my fault. I attend to them as swiftly as I can. Neve continues to brush. She does so carefully, making sure not to tug on any of the tangles. Right, I wanted to see some expert massage techniques. Maybe it's so accomplished at her job I can barely even rest her fingers. It's only when they brush against the nipple my neck shiver. If you still feel tired, I can make you a cup of cinnamon tea. That should put some colour back in your cheeks. I always look pale, Neve. Well, you have a point. I appreciate your concern. You've done well enough for me already. I mean, you can never do much more, my lady, except not for a great woman such as yourself. You can do whatever you like with me, so long as it makes you happy. You can kill me up and use me for firewood if you will. What? What's not all that for? Duly noted. Neve starts to curl the remaining knots in my hair. I'm not hurting you, am I, milady? Yeah, feels good.
I'm glad to hear it.
Well, Neve rushes focus on her work. She leans even closer to me and presses her chest against my back. Yeah, it feels like home in heaven. Yandere? I don't know about Yandere. There's something that's... Yandere is like your mine and only mine. This is... I think this one's just a masochist. Like, part masochist at least. You know, like, use me for whatever you want type thing. Ah, it feels like... Oh, it feels like I'm in heaven. I just want to enjoy this sensation forever. My beautiful maid hums a song under her breath as she works. It sounds like some folk ditty, I vaguely remember it. It's background music plays in the album, and that is where the Dockland species lives. Given Neve Dockling herself, well, I guess it makes sense that she'd know that song. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure. Feels like I've been transported into the MMO itself, but Neff's fingers are soft, her breath is warm, and she doesn't feel like a lifeless NPC. She's a person. A real person. I'm sure of it. So, Neve.
Yes, what is it, one lady?
Well, right now.
Goodness, you are asking the curious questions this morning, my lady.
I don't know, just humor me. Little lady, your job is to keep me happy, isn't it?
Well, you're not wrong about that. You must know that we are in a nightmare citadel. This is your private dominion, and nobody is allowed in without an invitation. Many have tried to lay siege to our castle, but you defeated each and every intruder wonderfully.
Oh yes, I did, didn't I?
You did. I watched from afar and saw all your noble battles.
In this world, we all are massive, correct?
That is indeed correct.
Well, see, this really is Asif. I'm an Asif. What does it feel like Asif on one? Smells, sights, sensations. This must be mere simulation. Then, does this mean this world is really real? I've been transported into MMO. The MMO simply replaced my old reality. But it's also new and fresh, and it feels vastly more real than my old life did. Maybe if I was somebody other than myself, I might find this revelation disturbing. What if I'm never able to get back to the human world? What about my career, my friends, my family? My career, though rewarding, it's hardly as fun as being under a wage. I'm too busy with my job to make many friends, and my family was far away in Sapporo. Well, I haven't seen them since I moved to Tokyo 6 years ago. I don't think I'll miss them too much. I don't think I'll miss any of it, really. Not when I'm really the Great Witch Viola, aren't I?
That you are. You're the greatest Dark Witch, and anyone with have a raven in their head knows to fear and respect you, or they would be ground beneath your heel.
Okay, so I'm going back to the events of yesterday when I subjugated that foolhardy female knight. That was only in the game, of course, but nah. Ground beneath my heel, is it?
That's right, milady. Nobody in Nessif is more powerful than you.
Yeah. Smile tugs at the corners of my lips. It grows and grows until I start laughing.
Oh, Neve, this is wonderful.
Well, it is, my lady.
It is, my lady.
Oh, yes.
It's incredible. This is everything I ever wished for. I am Viola. I am the Dark Witch. I am undefeatable. And I'm finally going to start having some fun with my life. Clouds! Hail, almighty visual novel clouds.
Oh my god, these are good ones. It's oh my. Artists did a good job of basically copy pasting and shifting a few images around. She calls me my signature adult game, but I think I should wear something a little more less ostentatious. What if Neve said it is true and I really am the adult, which I can hardly go exploring as if dressed in my typical attire. Everybody would recognise me in an instant and going for the heels.
One way something that'll make me blend in. Something that'll make me look like a peasant. Comedy. Unfortunately, I don't own any gowns suitable for peasants. All my clothes are rather expensive and imposing. I spent a lot of money accumulating a wardrobe of very expensive pieces. So vain, I always wanted to show them off. If no alternative, I'll have to cast a spell on my favourite black gown to make it look more like a peasant's dress. It should be a more than fitting disguise, provided the magic doesn't wear away. Wish it won't. I'll spell this is child's play for me. After dressing me, Nave pours me a cup of tea and serves me a simple breakfast. Fed, groomed and clothed, I'm now ready to take around my new surroundings. Wonder what it'll be like. Let's the SF be the same as if online. I'll be able to see all the places I've explored on my computer screen. Alberta, Hawthorne Market, Raspberry Forest. I can't wait to find out. Allergies are hitting me. It's only 6:30. We did go a bit early with the stream, but I may need to take a nasal spray. Oh, excuse me. No. Well, you're ready, Nave. I'm always ready to serve you, my lady. Obeying your orders brings me joy like nothing else. Good kill. I'll pat Nave indulgently on the head. Nave's short dark hair feels smooth beneath my palm as I rub she nuzzles her head against my fingers, then draws back her pale face, blushing. I apologize, my lady, for stepping out of line. It's not my place to seek more affection than you wish to give me. And I really shouldn't accompany you on your travels either. It's my duty to guard your citadel when you're away, is it not? No, it's fun. It's a cute girl, your place is by my side. You never know when I might need something. You mean you wish me to accompany you on a trip, my lady? Of course. I'll have a dream of leaving you alone in this large castle all by yourself. Well, in the past I did leave Nave to around horses in the castle where I went on my adventures. I had no other choice. The game mechanics didn't allow NPCs like Nave to leave my homestead. Well, it's different now. I'm not down to the rules of any game. Nobody will bind the great black mage reveal. You're a very pretty girl, Neve. I want to show you off. Oh, you do have a way with words. But my lady, did you not say you wanted to blend in with the surroundings and appear like a peasant? If you have a maid with you, it'll be apparent to any observer that you're more than a mere commoner. Well, I'm changing into something different. Ah, I did not think of that. Then I'll get dressed as Simpson. At least you do that, and hurry up, won't you? I will. I want to explore as much of this as possible. I wonder what it'll be like. I inhale deeply. Stare out of one of the arch windows. Look over the tops of the trees and the winding rivers and the snake through the forest. So different from Tokyo. Those high rise buildings and tall grey skyscrapers. So like I'm in a hell new world. Which suppose I am. I just need to make the most of it. Wow, this is amazing. I'll stand in town plaza and look around, my hands on my hips. There's a fountain in the middle of the plaza with bubbles from cool, clear water. I can see shops in the distance, with painted exteriors of varying colours. There's a bustling market stall set up for the fountain. The wood tables around the intervals, which are piled high with fruits, fabrics and ceramics. People wander here and there, but I'm sure people, is the right word, creatures might be more accurate. Some of these people have horns, some of them have cat ears, others have wings. Some of these people look like ordinary humans, while others have the heads of beasts. Some are so tiny they came up to my waist, and some are so large and hulking, at least 2 heads taller than I am. Damn, Nav looks sexy in the Squirrel Girl outfit. Wasn't ready for that. Well, I can't believe it. It's really a Hawthorne market. Indeed it is. Nav stands a little closer to me. She's giving me a quizzical look. Why do you seem so excited, milady? You've been to this market many, many times before.
Well, no, but I've been to this place more times than I can count in this one line, but I've never seen it, I've heard it, smelled it, caught itself to detail. I'm no longer an onlooker, staring at a 3D rendition of a fantasy world. I'm really inside that fantasy world. Now I'm an active participant. I can feel the wind running through my hair, I can hear the clinking of coins and the chatter of the market goers. I can smell meat buns being baked in little brick ovens. I'm here. I'm really truly here, and I never realised how quite beautiful this place is before.
Beautiful?
Yes, the sky is bright, clear blue, and there's a warm, gentle breeze. It's a wonderful day, don't you think?
I have no issue with the weather, but you have been acting rather curiously all day, milady, ever since you woke up, in fact. If you want, I could buy some herbs and make you a drink to help restore your senses.
All senses are perfectly fine now.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. I know you felt fine. Feels like I've been stumbling around in the darkness for a long time. I didn't know what I wanted to do or where I wanted to go. Every day was the same, it was so monotonous. Well, now I found a brand new reason to live. I found a reason to be excited about my life again. Oh.
Hey!
Oh. I stumbled backwards a couple of steps and held my shoulder with my hand. Someone just bumped into me. It hurts way more than I thought it would. It must be Viola, one of the most feared witches in all Alaska. But I guess I can still feel pain. I can still get hurt. I'm not invincible. I'm especially vulnerable right now, dressed in the garb of a peasant.
Stupid woman. Knew this region, I'd wager. You're standing around all wide-eyed like some kind of bloody tourist. Try and be more careful next time. Why don't you? It's always a job to do. And we don't appreciate.
Shit.
I feel like that's a slur. I don't want to say it. We don't appreciate chicks like you getting in the way.
I moved my head slowly. Lefty, the man talking to me, was tall. Scratch that, he's really, really tall. I have to crane my neck up just to look into his eyes. His face is peculiar, not like any human's face. Though he has a human body, the head resting on the neck instead of a cheetah's. His face is covered in old white fur. His eyes are similarly cat-like, they're bright green and one with an impressive sweep of dark lashes. His muscular biceps bulge like grapefruits. What to do? This man could take me over his knee and snap me into pieces. He's on the roller carpet, cooked to his arm. I guess he's on his way to sell it. Why don't I have too much down to ponder? He's talking again.
Well, what do you have to say? Aren't you going to apologize? What is it? Take up your tummy, or are you too proud to talk to a half-breed like me? Well, let me get one thing straight, missy.
He's stepping towards me. It smells kind of musky. It's not like pleasant aroma, my arm still hurts.
Here in Hawthorne, we don't care much for airs and graces. If you make a mistake, you better fess up to it.
We don't take any strangers around these parts, and your free wish spell. Use your free wish spell, he says.
Now, you're sorry, I might forgive you.
Boy.
Hey.
Nif steps forward. He's a little taller than I am, but compared to the great jolly cheetah man, she looks like a tiny pixie. Despite her vast differences in size, ever, she doesn't falter. She doesn't look scared at all.
How dare you talk to my mistress like that? Mistress? So you got myself a lady.
The man glares at me.
You think you're so much better than me, huh?
Similar to trying to keep incognito. Thanks a lot, Neve.
She is better than you. You jelly you are. Your brain is much to be desired. My mistress is smarter than 15 of you, and worth much, much more. You're asking her to apologize? Don't make me laugh. You're the one who should apologize for bumping into her, like the brute as you are. Now get down on your knees and beg for mercy. Oh.
The large man flexes his muscles threateningly.
And who's going to make me exactly? You talk big, but you're a pair of little girls. Why don't you run along to your mothers?
We're starting to draw a crowd. People are stopping and pulling to us. Like me and I'm whispering.
Hey,
that's all Blake.
Is he picking a fight this early in the morning?
He's always had such a terrible temper. And he's arresting 2 young girls as well. Just look at those Paul dears. They'll never be able to defeat him.
Do you think there's gonna be a fight?
I doubt it. It'll be much of a fight. They can knock them out in 2 seconds.
Maybe one of the girls in this major.
Nah, Magic's strong enough to defeat those muscles.
I want to see them fight.
Fight!
Fight!
So, you start chatting like that, this will be out of hand.
Figured he'd be strong enough to headbutt him and he headbutt him in the right spot. Well, it's too late. It's all wrinkled out of hand. How do they attract so much attention so quickly? I suppose this cheetah-headed rogue like must be something of a celebrity around here. How peculiar. No half-breeds are a common residence of London. I've never heard of an NPC called Light before. He really is a large there. I think he's very strong. I'm the word that Neve for a little before will be able to best him. Shall I try and intervene before things take a turn for the worse?
Oh yeah, we're gonna help Nev. I don't want Nev to either A, get her shit kicked in, or B, she looks like she's on the warpath. So either A, she's gonna get her shit kicked in because she doesn't realize how our character isn't currently all-powerful right now, or B, she's going to use some special ability or magic to obliterate this guy. Either is bad, so we're gonna help.
Excuse me, sir. I approached the man with the cheese's head, trying to make my voice level. Something like I'm scared of him or anything. Why should I be scared when I'm a fearsome dark witch?
What is it, Pipsqueak?
But I don't feel very much like a fearsome dark witch right now. I'm everything I need to call myself to him. I don't want me fighting my battles for me. I'm gonna have to order you to stand aside.
Huh?
Blake raised an eyebrow.
And who are you to give me orders?
I'm doing this for your own good. Same as sword. I don't want to fight the right kid.
Oh, you're scared of me, is that it?
Of course not. I'm trying to get my tone from my voice. I don't want to steal the peace that's all. I really can't bother you talking to natives in such towns. He's my dear friend, and it's my duty to protect her.
Lady, what are you doing?
I'm trying to help you, Nev.
Help me, but
Nev's cheeks turned pink.
I don't need any help. As your maid, I should help you.
Well, I know, and I appreciate your dedication. I don't want you to be hit from all sides.
Oh, believe me.
Nev narrows her eyes.
I'm not the one who'll get hurt in this skirmish. Your little friend seems quite confident. That only makes me want to test her all the more. Well, how about this? Let's see if you're all still so smug and confident after I've gouged your pretty faces in two with my claws.
He pounces at Nev. Doesn't mean to knock her over. Nev! I turn to her, ready to help. A dark fire spell already beginning to form in the palms of my right hand, but my palms. I stop.
Neve manages to jump away from Drake's claws at the very last second. She stands there utterly unscathed and unconcerned, her arms folded across her chest. She smirks. Her face darkens. All of a sudden, temperature in the village square seems to drop by 5 degrees.
Did you really think that had a Julia ball on me? You're a great brute who relies on sheer strength. Well, you have strength, I'll grant you that, but there's nothing else to your movements. You have no technique.
What do you mean, no technique? I've been training my body longer than you were born, you brat. Don't act so high and mighty just because you got lucky. Blake rears back on his heels. He springs forward yet again, but...
How predictable.
Neve solo steps him neatly. Her simple skirt flutters around her legs as she moves.
Again? How dared you dodge that? It's quite simple, really. You communicate each of your movements well in advance by your posture and your expression. I thought, judging by your previous past, you might have 1 or 2 tricks up your sleeves, but apparently not.
Why, no?
You've disappointed me. A man like you has no right to breathe the same air as my mistress, let alone look at her or touch her or ask for an apology. So, goodbye. You can repent on your actions for as long as you want when you are in your grave.
Neve raises her right hand. Did our maid just commit murder? I mean, that's fucking awesome, but... Did our maid just kill someone? I like the scene. It's not one of those sexy scenes, it's just one of those action stills that they put up there. The only thing that's weird to me is I know that she's kind of like... I guess she's like jumping through the air or something. Why is one of her boobs just like normal and one of them is just like sticking straight out? One sec. This isn't good music. I'm trying to check out something real quick. Okay. Alright, yeah. Alright. Sorry about that, I had some technical things. Fiery Temper achievement unlocked. All of a sudden in a burst of dark energy.
Ugh. Is that magic?
It is magic. She's a mage after all.
Oh god! Oh, stop! Blake's body's engulfed in plumes of fire. Nothing. Why the sizzling sound? Why is that so bad? Stop! He goes flying through the air. The sheer bolt crashes into a stall set in fine. Several fallen head scars producing its splinters. A loud crash fills the air. Dust clouds form above the cobblestone roads. There's a pulse. A long silence. And then...
Hey, she said little Blake flying. I've never seen you such a power darling before.
She sure packs a punch for a small kid, doesn't she?
my store. Somebody has to pay for my store.
Pandemonium breaks out. After that little incident in the market square, never know hid Hawthorne behind us. I want to be inconspicuous on my trails, while taking on a large man with a cheetah's hair is anything like that. Yeah, dude, oh my god, that sizzling sound. I'm a cook, so it sounds delicious, but when you think of it in the context of it being applied to a man's body, it just... ugh. Yeah, caramelize the shit out of that guy's skin. Trying to explore while being bombarded with questions and comments and curious stares wasn't appealing, so I decided to leave. Nev, be more faithful maid, followed at my heels. So, Nev's got some game. Now, half an hour later, the two of us find ourselves in the outskirts of a forest that's rather familiar to me. I was in this forest only yesterday. It's the same place where I fought that female knight who dared to attack me. Yes, it was better forest. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe because of all the trees. The leaves make a canopy shielding the top of my head from the sun. The birds in the branches of the trees. Insects chirp in the undergrowth. Grass about my feet sways gently in the breeze. It's pretty here. Much quieter than the market. It's relaxing, but I have one or two questions I need to ask. So, Nev, I'm very glad you wanted to defend my honor. What did you need to antagonize that man so much?
Whatever do you mean, my lady?
I told you I wanted to try and blend in with the other villagers. I didn't want to stand out. It was unfortunate that man picked a fight with us. Well, we could have settled all this with a peaceful minute.
You mean you were actually going to apologize?
Maybe if you kept him happy.
But my lady, that's wrong. You shouldn't have to apologize. He was the clumsy elf who bumped into you. How dare he try and threaten you? He had no right. You're a great dark witch. He's nothing but a brute. People like that should know their place, and if they don't, they should be put into that place with force.
I'm starting to agree with you on the Yandere Bishop.
It is...
she has some convictions, that's for sure.
Oi.
Oh no, that knave. That's not aware about my true identity and didn't want him to find out about it. Or anybody else for that matter.
Oh, my lady. I'm sorry if I made a scene. I simply couldn't help myself. And when I heard that awful man trying to threaten you, it made me so hurt. He should have been groveling at your feet and begging for forgiveness. If anything, I think I went too easy on him. Anybody who dares lay so much as a finger on you without your permission should have their hands cut off.
Cut off? Isn't that a little extreme? You're quite passionate, aren't you?
Of course I'm passionate. It's a mark of how much I care about you. As your maid, I will do anything within my abilities to serve you and keep you safe. That is what I swore when I took the sacred oath to become your humble servant. Keeping you out of harm's way and protecting your good name is of utmost importance to me. That is what gives my life meaning.
Now she's getting even closer to me. Maybe so close to me with their nose almost bumping. I can see your irises in stark detail, they're large and glistening, almost consuming.
If you want me to, I will drop dead for your sake. That's how much I care.
Jeez. I know this girl was devoted to me. I didn't realize quite how devoted. Maybe I should have... maybe I should have a word with her. Yes! See, I like this game because it has so much more choices. Thank Nev for being so considerate, or tell Nev she's being too intense. Yeah, she's a bit too intense! Man, that's sizzling sound. I'm glad you care about this so much, Neve, but we don't think you're taking this a bit too far.
Too far? Of course not!
Neve pairs her cheeks puffing out like a hamster's.
You saved my life, milady. It's only fair that I should give you mine in return.
Saved your life?
That's right. Don't you remember?
Neve looks at me, her eyebrows furrowed.
You met me in Arbor, and you saw that I was suffering. I was living in the slums, and I had so many brothers and sisters I couldn't look after them all. You were the one who offered me a job as your maid, and through it saved me from my miserable existence. No, that's not true.
Neve shakes her hand.
You didn't just save me, you saved my whole family too. And with the money I earned from being your maid, I can support my family who still live in Arbor. Your kindness gives not only me food and clothes, but my mother, father, and all my siblings too. I'll never regret a day I met you. I'll never stop being proud of being your maid. I want to serve you to the best of my abilities, even if that means defending your honor from brutes like that Blake.
Ah, 1 sec. But do the choices matter for more than a few different lines? I don't know. I hope so. I hope these things make sense. What were you thinking when you hired her?
Well, from what it seems, she was trying to be incredibly altruistic about it, and uplifting this girl from poverty, and giving her family some money. I mean, it seems like a very noble thing to do. She might be taking it too far with her responsibilities, but
I'll see. Now I understand why Nave's so ferociously loyal. All makes sense. I had no idea I shared such a strong emotional bond with Nave. Stefan one, I bought her like I would buy a piece of furniture. Gave her a cute name and customized her appearance a little. I never spoke to her. I certainly never saved her. Well, I guess things worked out a bit differently in this universe. I appreciate everything you've done for me, Nave, but sometimes you go a little bit too far.
Too far?
Neve's face falls. The tail that protrudes from her skirt gives a forlorn twitch.
Did I upset you?
You didn't upset me exactly, but I wish he hadn't attacked that man. He could have caused him some serious harm.
Good. He deserves it.
Yeah. I saw him run hand through my hair. This girl just isn't getting it. No, it isn't good, Neve.
It's not.
Of course not. You can't just attack anybody who knows you in civilized society. Isn't the Dark Ages?
Dark Ages?
Neve looks at me perfectly baffled. Makes sense, I suppose. Maybe Elsephone 1 never had Dark Ages. It's a different world to the one on Easter. Never mind. Important things. I don't want you attacking anybody else like that ever again.
Even if they're rude to you?
Even say, I'm not a little girl, Neve. I can look after myself. If you keep getting in the way and making life difficult for me, I may be forced to let you go.
No!
Neve's eyes widen, her lower lip trembles.
You wouldn't do that, would you?
Depends on your behaviour. Do you really think you can listen to me in the future?
I get so heated whenever anybody says anything bad to you. It's a bad habit, I know, but if you feel so strongly about it, then
She digs the tip of her shoe against the ground.
I'll do my very best. As your maid, I don't want to cause you any problems. I really am sorry.
And she bows her head deeply. I'm sorry. At least she seems to understand now. Still, what a mess. I suppose this means we can get back to Hawthorne Market in a while.
I really do apologize, my lady. Do you want to buy something?
Not particularly. I just want to look around a little. Yeah, Rosemary Forest is good places there to explore. Shall I take a walk?
Certainly, we can, my lady. Although there isn't much here, just trees, I think.
I happen to be fond of the foliage. You don't see all that many trees in Tokyo, unless you go to one of the parks or shrines. There ain't be much chance of enjoying nature. I was too busy going between home and work. Home and work. Wandering around the forest will be a nice change of pace. At least I don't have to look around any grey buildings. I'm so sick of the colour grey. Ah! I sigh softly. This forest is so peaceful. At least it was until... Look guys, don't give me the question mark. I don't know what to do for a voice. I jump in surprise. What was that?
Nev places their fingers beneath her chin as she ponders.
It sounds like somebody's crying, my lady.
Crying?
Indeed, if I had to hazard a guess, I would say the cry belongs to a young woman, perhaps in her late teens or early 20s.
My brow furrows. What's a young woman doing crying in the middle of the Roseberry Forest? Maybe she's being attacked by bandits. Hope she's being attacked by bandits. I haven't had to seize my own magical powers yet. My fingers are just itching for the chance to unleash a dark flame spell on something. Plus, there's always the chance this girl could be cute. I'm always betrayed to score points with cute girls. Say, Nev, why don't you and I intervene? This young lady may need our aid.
Oh my!
Nev bows her head. A small thin smile catches her lips.
I too was thinking the same thing. There's nothing I would love more than teaching a group of ruffians a good lesson.
Have a text-to-speech bot feed the question marks.
I don't know. See, I'd have to set that up. I don't know how I'd go about doing that. I might be able to do that with my phone. I'll figure that out for next time, though. For sure. That's a good idea, actually, Bishop. Okay.
We'll never all make it to the source of the commotion. Wait, we're all bandits.
Unfortunately, it appears as though there were no bandits. We are touch too hasty on assumptions, my lady.
That figures. I was looking forward to using the dark flame spell too. Yeah, well, I suppose it's a good thing this young woman hasn't come to any real harm. Well, why then is she crying?
Why is she wearing assless chaps? Why? That seems so freaking impractical. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Why? Oh. Damsel in distress.
Well, I called her a young woman. She's rather short with a sweet, heart-shaped face and fair hair. She's probably a few years younger than I am, but can't pinpoint her exact age. Girl's on her hands and knees, she's scurrying around the deck, pushing twinkling leaves to one side. All the while she's mumbling to herself under her breath.
It's gotta be somewhere. I know I dropped it somewhere around here, but where? No, this isn't no good. I don't remember.
No longer her search continues, the more desperate she seems to get. Tears slowly tickle down her cheeks as they flush her white red. She's concentrating so hard I don't think she's noticed, never me.
Mother would be so mad if I don't find it, but well, it was me. I have no idea where it could be. That was so unlucky. One of those things that was happened to me.
I'm trying to go a little southern with this, but it's not working.
Ah.
The stressed girl pauses, her fingers curl into fists, and then, all of a sudden, she punches the ground. Maybe she's trying to alleviate some of her anxiety, but...
Ow!
it doesn't work. The girl hisses in pain and tries to back her hand. Looks like she accidentally hit the root of the tree. The knuckles are already dirty, but now they're cut and bruised and starting to bleed.
This sucks. I can't stand it.
I'm not doing good on this girl's reflections.
This is the worst day of my life by far. I'll never find it. I'll never be able to go home. Mother will have my head for sure. Oh.
Owl there he is. A despairing owl. That's what drew Nev and all to this girl in the first place. All tears from the fall from the girl's eyes. They land on the muddy ground with a series of soft splashes.
If nothing else, at least her distress is driven nutritious for the trees and plants.
This girl looks like she's quite the fix.
Indeed it does. Well, do you think we should help her?
We could, but she doesn't look like she has two pennies to rub together. I'm sure she's from a poor family. She has nothing to offer us, and we have no reason to help her.
You seem to oppose the idea of helping her when there are possible bandits for us to attack.
That's different. I'm always prepared to take down a ragtag group of hoodlums.
Nev tricks her knuckles together, the disturbing smile surfaces to her lips once more, but unfortunately, it soon vanishes.
But there's no satisfaction to be gained from aiding a poor peasant girl like this. If I were you, my lady, I'd leave her and be on my way. If you give ruffians like this an inch, they'll take a mile, and the clothes off your back, and the money in your pocket to boot.
You might have a point, but... Well, back to young girl, she's sobbing in earnest. So I got a heart in my break. Isn't even trying to look for whatever she's dropped. Maybe she's given up.
I can't believe it. How can I be so clumsy? I'm useless.
That's what Mother used to say when I returned from home, said, useless feeling. The end, got a lame. Soft, delicate coloured lame. The spot of rough manners of speech sits there. Her face is wet and her lashes are clumped together from crying. She's a very pretty girl. My guilty conscience starts prickling. I can't just leave her. Not like this. It'd be too cruel. I want to help her all the same. She looks like she could use a friend, and I doubt she'll find any companions around here.
So what used to be a poor peasant girl now wants nothing to do with this. Right?
Damn. I was thinking about that in the back of my mind too. It's like shit, Nev. You obviously adapted to your new way of life.
Well, you are my mistress. I can't tell you what to do, but please be careful. Even the most fragrant of roses can have thorns.
Like you mean?
Oh no, nothing like me. I'm devoted to you entirely, my lady. I swear to the stars. This girl, however... Oh, be careful of her. She may be more than she looks.
I'll appreciate Nev's concern, but not a lush little ragamuffin like this shouldn't pose no problems. I'm sure this girl will be so grateful for my help she'll think I will sit by the gods themselves. Girls like this always seem to be superstitious sorts. When you have no money or positions in the world, superstitions are all you have to believe in. Young girl, is your name by chance Fionn? Fionn lifts her head. She looks at me, sniffling, wipes her eyes from the back of her arm. Why are we using the same ass shot? I don't get it. In the process, she manages to smear a streak of dirt across her right cheek and marks her to even look more pathetic than she already is. Judiciously out of sign, not past comment.
Yes, my name is Fionn. Who are you?
My name is Better not say my real name. Well, this is my companion, Nev. Two of us were travelling through the Rosemary Forest when we happened to hear a commotion.
Oh my, was that really being that loud?
You were being quite loud, yeah. But no worry, I'll in your tears and decided to help you. First ever, can you stand?
Oh yes, miss. There's nothing wrong with my body, but...
Only, God, what is her outfit supposed to be? Right? She ain't my shoes. What is... She's wearing, like, the shoulder sleeves only part of a jacket. And it looks like holsters on her legs. What? Oh, other than that, she's wearing a freaking bikini. Oh, God. Fionn gets to her feet. She walks the dirt and grass from her thighs and her fingers. Of course, since her fingers are already dirty, she only succeeds in smearing the fifth of the round.
You see, Carl, miss, my mother gave me something to sell at the market. A right pretty trinket it was.
Just on your shoulders, right? When you feel cold, only on your shoulder. Oh my god, it's freaking stupid. It's obviously warm too, because it's got like all this like wool padding on it too. I don't get it. Also, why is there wool padding on the freaking? Look at her hip. There's wool padding on her pouch. What is the point of that other than I don't know, like cushioning for whatever's in it? Do you need to keep whatever's in there warm? What was it exactly? It was a ring, my mother's wedding ring to be precise. It made of goblin hue and silver. It's the most expensive item we own in the whole house. Mother loved it so much, but Fiona's expression continues to contort. She sniffles. Her father died 3 summers ago, and though my mother's been working her fingers to the bone, bless her, she has so many children that she ain't enough money to feed us all. I almost broke my poor mother's heart, but she told me to take a wedding ring home a moment until she had left my father and sell it at the market. I told mother not to ask if there was any. Yeah, I told mother not to ask if there was any other way. She was firm, but she was firm. Miss, she said. It was the quickest way to get money. This sentence is burning my brain. And with money, we could buy food, and then we won't starve. My baby brothers and sisters are all looking awful picky. I'm worried about them, but she trembles. In my clumsiness, I dropped the ring. Now I have nothing to sell at the market, and I've lost my mother's ring to boot. My poor mother. She entrusted that ring to me. She loves so dearly, and I've wasted a sacrifice. I've ruined everything with my cursed clumsiness. They'll only be looking for the ring. Oh, I don't remember, miss. It's been so long, for almost a few hours at least. All I have to show for it is cuts and bruises. Maybe I'll never find it. Maybe it's too late. Tell her to be more careful or comfort her. I mean, telling her to be more careful is just kind of a dick move at this point. She's already feeling bad about what she did. There's no reason to compound it. It's never too late for you. Miss? I'll rest a hand on Fionn's shoulder. There it is, and give her a reassuring smile. My companion and I will help you find that ring. Is that right, Neve?
If that's what you wish.
Neve drops a neat curtsy, but her expression is cool and inscrutable.
It is, as if the ring even exists.
I thought about that too. This is very much a bandit story. Where, oh no, I've lost my mother's ring. Can you please help me? And comfort.
I just saw that. Sorry.
It's very much a bandit story of, oh no, I've lost my mother's ring. Can you please help me find it? And spends a long pity party. Can you at least give me some money to help my family? And you give them like 3 coppers, they run away, you never see them again or something like that. And then 30 minutes later. Well, thank you for your kindness, miss. I can't believe you really found it. Fiona smiles happily. She holds the ring in her palm and closes a finger around it protectively. She's overjoyed, she's practically beaming. If I ever were a dog, she'd probably be wagging her tail right about now. Come to think of it, with a dirt streak across her cheeks and evident gratitude and all, she'd make a pretty good pet. Training her shouldn't be too hard. Don't mention it, little puppy. I'll pat her on the head, using her already messy hair between my fingers. Fiona doesn't bat my fingers away, instead she bows her head and lets herself be coddled. Will she want the attention? Oh, miss you are a peach, a real peach, just as red meat and one as helpful as you. I was simply trying to do the right thing. I'm a heartless brute, but for show compassion for a lovely woman like yourself. Most people in Asset must be heartless, miss. Sometimes I have wondered. A few travellers passed me by in the woods already, but not one of them stopped to help me. You're different. Miss, I sense it from you. You must have a kind soul.
Elmore pulled the puppy. All she knew I really was. She realised I was a dreaded witch, Viola. Must she be afraid of me? Why doubt she'd want me pat her head then?
Now I can sell this ring at the market. Hopefully I'll fetch a tidy profit.
I wonder.
Nev, who'd been silent up to this point, examines the ring on Fiona's palm.
You said this ring was made from goblin hewn silver, did you not?
Well, that's what I heard, miss.
How strange. Goblin hewn silver doesn't go cloudy like that. The color is not quite right.
You got an eye for jewelry, have you, miss?
I have an eye for forgeries. Are you sure you're telling us the truth?
I'm always truthful, miss. My mother told me that ring was made by goblins. And why should I doubt her word?
Your mother truly believes that she was probably tricked. This ring doesn't look expensive to me. It's a piece of mere costume jewelry, really. And it's gaudy, too. I doubt you'll fetch much for it.
Eve sighs and felt her arms.
I can't believe I discovered on the dirt for this. That ring is hardly worth it.
Well,
Fiona's cheek turned pale pink, but he thought finally it did.
it might not be as fancy as the things you used to miss, but it's worth it for me. I've always thought this ring was made for goblin hewn silver, and if it ain't, then I've been duped. It mightn't be worth as much as I thought, but it should fetch a little bit of money. Enough to feed my family for a few more days at least.
Yeah, this is... Look, Nev has the right idea here. I didn't want to be mean to the chick, so that's why I said I'd comfort her, but... Don't give her money! You say you've been helping with money.
Horrible so means I don't mean to sound so moody. Not after you help me, so what times I had. And I have 5 brothers and sisters with another little one on the way, and our father died so suddenly about 4 months ago.
She said 3 years ago.
Even if we sell this ring, I'm not sure how we're to survive.
Lenny, I reach into my pocket and draw out a few good coins. It's nothing more than a pocket change for me. All thousands upon thousands of gold coins back in my castle. And only a few pennies won't make it into my finances. But the little girls are starting at home and abject wonder.
Well, that's 8 cool pieces there.
What of it?
That's more money than I've seen in one place in my whole life. Yeah, I'm thrifty, which I always am. There should be enough money here to feed my whole family for a year. Well, I can't accept that much kindness, can I?
Of course you can. That's why I'm offering the money to you. Or do you think this is some kind of trick?
Oh, miss, you've been so kind to me already, I couldn't.
She's right. She can. Or at least she shouldn't.
Eve? I turn to look at my maid, perplexed. Eve looks back at me, her eyes are narrowed and her lips are pursed.
Why are you doing this, milady?
I'm just helping her get on need. Is that such a terrible thing?
I applaud you for your philanthropy, but we already helped her find her ring. Do we really need to offer her more aid?
Little girl. Nev rounds on the thief girl, her hands on her hips. Is that a accidental typo? Did they mean to add that in there? Ugh. Is it saying she's a... I mean, I figured she was like a thief or something.
If you're desperately in need of money, like you said, you should seek alms at a church. Don't try and siphon spare coins from my mistress. It's merely unseemly.
Yeah, miss, I wasn't trying to make her feel guilty.
That'd be cruel to the girl if I'm offering her this money of my own volition.
But of what cost? She has nothing to pay you back with.
Okay, smile with payment enough. Yeah? Fiona's face flushes redder. She presses her fingertips against her cheeks shyly. But you do yourself a disservice. No more adorable than you might think, despite the dirt and grime. Not having ever soft spot for cute girls. Neve sighs again.
You can be surprisingly simple at times, milady.
Well, I'm a simple woman with simple needs.
Well, you have your heart on this act of petty charity. I can't stop you, but that doesn't mean I support you either. Aesop is full of hungry and the poor. You can't help all of them. It's a foolish to try. In my humble opinion, it's better to look after for your own wants and needs first.
I do need to look out for myself. I'll have you to do that for me. Don't know.
Oh, well,
Now it's Nev's turn to turn blush. She turns her head away, her cheeks turning pink.
I suppose so, yes.
Now, the business. I look back at the... Why does it keep saying thief girl? What?
Alright, there. I rolled my eyes a few times. This game is spoiling it. I figure she was a thief or something like that.
No, I can't stand the thought of your family going hungry. I have more than enough money, so... Take it. I'll press the coins into the thief's hand. Well, I can't make you accept this gift, of course, but it wouldn't be your benefit if you did. Who knows what might happen to your family without it? Well, if that's truly ain't no catch. No catch. Fine. Elvis, you are so kind. Ah. Fiona throws her hands around me in a time-worn embrace. She's shorter than me, and her head rests against my breast. Still, despite being so tiny, she has a grip as strong as iron. And that's because she was born to a common labouring family. There's her fingers that are not out, accustomed to hard work. My fingertips are still fleckered with grime, her nails stuffed with enough dirt to start her own farm. I don't really want to push her away, not when she looks so cheerful. Miss, I'm so happy my poor heart can break. Why did your heart break from happiness? It sounds painful. I'm so overjoyed this little pain. It's a little painful, miss. My chest feels tight.
Yeah, customary greetings. Please, let us touch breasts together. It is the greeting of my people.
I hope I don't cry. I don't want to cry, but... Beyond sniffles, he rubs her head against my chest, burying her nose between my cleavage. It's a strange feeling, but not entirely unpleasant.
Hey, I hope you're not planning to rub your filthy nose on my esteemed mistress.
Oh, that ain't my intention, miss.
Good, because if it was, I'd have to flambe you.
Nev, where are you going to get the proper utensils to flambe? Flambe does not mean burn. Flambe is cooking. I hate when people use that as like a threat. It's like you got a frying pan in front of you? No? You can't flambe her then. I'm glad Nev cares about me so much, but sometimes she can take it a little too far. Nev, if you burn this cute girl to the crisp, I'll be very, very angry with you.
Yes, milady, I understand.
Good. Help, miss. Sweet miss. I'm sorry, I haven't cried in years. You learn how to get strong, you do what you have to, many mouths to feed, and you're always starving. I've scrabbled around in the dirt midwinter to find scraps to feed my family, and stolen food from wild dogs, but I ain't never cried then, but this is something else. It's like a miracle. I don't have much faith in the gods, but you're making me reconsider. You must have sent me from heaven above. Oh, well, you flatter me. I don't know how it come from the heavens. There's nothing angelic about me. You seem angelic enough in my eyes. Don't lock him in a celestial beings, please. It's ill-fitting. If you want to call me anything, you should call me mistress instead. I think I will. Thank you, mistress. Feeling nuzzles her cheek against my chest, I rest my hand on the tops of her head and roll my fingers through her flying away hair. Good puppy. I see she can be obedient. That's nice. She might make a really cool pet. I've wanted to have a cute little girl that's at my beck and call for a long while now. And Nev, being my mate, doesn't really count. A harem can't be comprised of one girl. I need much more than that.
Is this entire game and its sequels just going to be this one character getting a harem?
I love it. It is so anime. I love it.
Minor heads up. We're going to 7:30 today. We started a little before 6. I can't really do a full 2-hour session this time around, just because I have a couple things I need to get done today. I have some campaign stuff that I need to finish tonight. Anyway. I'm the great Witch Viola. I want to conquer as many cute girls as I can and bring them to my side as my little subjects. This is a little fucked up, but it's anime. Yes. That is my true ambition. Will she join me at my castle of Flyest? It's worth a shot, I guess. Say, Fiona. Just as I'm ready to make a proposal, Fiona breaks the embrace. She takes a few steps backwards, her face shining with happiness. Thank you so kindly, mistress. She bows to me. And you, miss. She bows to Nev. Now I don't need to send my mother's precious ring. I can return home and tell my family good news. Goodbye, and I'm glad I met to parry you. Fiona turns and darts away through the grass. Her hair flutters behind her as she runs. She moves quickly, fast, and fleet-footed like a rabbit. She must know her way around this forest well. The spot being so small, she seems rather self-assured and dependable. Well, if that's the case.
Something isn't right about that girl.
Why you say that, Neve?
I don't think she was being entirely honest with us. I don't buy that story about her selling the ring. The ring was cheap. No self-respecting merchant would pay more than 1 bronze coin for it. She must have known that.
She said mother told her it was goblin yen.
And anybody with a modicum of intelligence would know it to be a lie. Mark the way she runs too. She is fast and knows the lay of the land. She doesn't have a clumsy, awkward step. But if she isn't clumsy and she's familiar with the forest, how could she have tripped and dropped the ring?
You think she was lying to me?
I'm almost positive, milady. If it's not an uncommon trick, thieves will pretend to have dropped something and ask for assistance. When you help them search, they pick your pocket and run away.
Well, you're watching her, Neve. She didn't do anything like that, did she?
Not that I saw, but thieves can be awfully sly.
I think you're being too paranoid.
Oh no, milady. I know from rough operating in Arbor that one can never be too paranoid, not if they want to keep a hold of what few coins they possess.
Well, I gave my coins to her willingly.
I suppose you did.
Even if she was trying to steal from me, there wasn't anything left in my pockets worth stealing. Nothing other than... I saw my fingers in my pockets searching. What is that necklace? Necromancer's ruby necklace, one of the two. One of only 2, which allows the wearer to control the dead at will. It's a priceless object. I can't stand to be parted from it. I always bring it with me, at all costs. I thought it was in my right pocket, but it's empty. I can't feel a necklace. Just... Oh. What is it?
What is mine? Did you lose something?
Man. Sorry, my allergies are kicking my ass today. Well, I'm not sure. There's no such jump to conclusions just yet. My right pocket. Look, they already... Yeah, I'm good. Allergies are kicking my ass today. It's just... nasal stuff. My right pocket is empty, but what about the left? I was searching there, fingertips brushing against the fabric, but there's nothing there. It's empty. It's gone. That bitch! Nev, who didn't expect my best jumps.
What?
That little charlatan. She is no obedient puppy at all. She is nothing but a cunning jackal. And if she stole my necromancer's ruined necklace.
Your necklace? But my lady, that can bring the dead back to life.
I know.
If anybody other than that skilled mage were to get their hands on it, then...
All of a sudden the air is split by a loud alarm scream. I know that scream. I recognize the voice. It's the little thief girl. I see she's sweetly meeting her comeuppance. Come on, Nev, let's go. There on my eyes. We have a little mouse to catch.
What is going on? Exactly?
The pink thing is like a robe, isn't it? Oh, what's going on? Somebody, anybody, help! Viola's been back to the corner. She's pressed up against that tree and skeleton soldiers are surrounding her on all sides. I guess the white stuff on the corners, on like the upper left and the lower right corners, are supposed to be like skeleton soldiers. Some skeletons that own weapons. Tarnished sword here, cracked spear there. Inflow wearing metal helmets, others have shields. The ground beneath them all feet looks like it's been tilled by a plough. Loose clods of dirt peppered the ground. Skeletons alert about necromancer's ruby necklace must have been alerting from the slumber beneath the earth. Wonder how all these skeletons ended up in Rosewood Forest. Maybe there was a warrior, some kind of battle. That would explain the weapons and the dead soldiers are cluttered in their body fingers. How long must these old piles of bones be? Must hold quite a grudge for them to spring back to, well, not life, but half life so readily.
Goodness, this is such a mess.
Nev sighs and presses her fingers against her forehead.
This is what happened when little girls with no understanding of magic steal things that don't belong to them.
Nev's alright. I was a mage like myself be able to carry necromancer's ruby necklace to their graveyard and not like a single sleeping corpse. Mages like myself are aware of our own power, and such we know how to control it. Girls like Fiona, however, do not. I doubt Fiona even knows that one of she stole was using necromancy. She probably saw the gemstone and thought it was pretty and swapped it. When racing probably. It would have been so easy for her to hand in my pocket unseen and notice and take my precious necklace. Well, now she's paying the price. This is creepy. Get away from me. Skeleton soldiers, of course, don't listen to it. Fiona might be the owner of the necklace. The necromancer's ruby necklace. Well, they must know on an instinctive level she isn't their mistress. She ain't control or command them. She's far too afraid of what she's ultimately summoned to have any kind of authority. This shouldn't be happening. It's like a nightmare. Please. Fiona holds her hands to her head and ducks down, her eyes are filled with tears. Please, somebody, help me.
Well, do you want to do, my lady?
Nev looks at me, her eyes are dark and uninterested.
Should we let the skeletons tear apart? It might be a good lesson for her.
A cruel smile captures the corners of Nev's lips.
If she survives, of course, which is unlikely. The newly walking dead are not known for their good manners, or their ways of handling women.
I look at Fiona pinned against the tree. Skeletons are advancing ever closer. Fiona trembles, face though turned, now looks past her white. All I know she did was wrong by me. Well, I can't help but feel sorry for her.
Sorry for her? But lady, she stole your necklace. Don't you want to see her suffer? I think the little brat is getting what she deserves, and nobody who crosses you should suffer. I want to hear her scream more. I want to hear her cry much, much more.
I appreciate your dedication in serving me and keeping me safe, Nev. So, would watching a young girl getting mauled really help me? But I don't want her to die.
No, not die, then. That might be taking things a bit too far. Well, it's alright, she's injured, isn't it? Why don't we let the skeletons bring a couple of her bones, or take an eye? Maybe they could pull out a kidney. She has 2 of them, she doesn't need them both. And that'll teach the thieving dog a lesson.
Nev. I rest a straining hand on my companion's shoulder. I think you're misunderstanding one crucial thing here.
Oh, and what is that, my lady?
I won't be a fair dog witch, but I'm not a murderer. I won't allow a young girl to be slaughtered in front of me. And I certainly won't let her kidney being harvested either. It just isn't right. You'll be ashamed too if you own this border of fast fingers. It is very cute. I don't want her pretty face to get damaged.
But, my lady, what about her punishment?
I'll punish her as I see fit. Naturally, I haven't forgiven her for paying such a long trick on me, or for taking advantage of my kindness, but... Please, somebody! The skeletons all advancing ever closer. One of them holds a sword aloft to point inches from his fiance's head. All of a sudden, the sword swings down fast. Fiance screeches, a stop-watch cat ducks beneath the blade of the sword. Steel shaft hits the tree where the head once was and gets stuck by the trunk. The tree shakes, a few loose leaves fall through the air. Some of the leaves land behind Fion's hair. If she had been a few seconds slower, her head would have been sliced clean in two. Please, somebody. Anybody. If she wants my head, I'll be more than happy to get, but I'll have to punish her afterwards, of course. It'll be more than boring to the punishment these skeletons carry out. They're nothing more than thoughtless, faceless mobs to exist to kill. Only a great and fearsome wish like myself can scold naughty girls in the manner they deserve.
Oh, my lady.
Neb bows her head.
I never thought of that, but you're right. If anybody is to punish her, you should. In fact, these skeletons have no right to lay their hands on that naughty girl before you can. It is impertinent of them.
Neb raises the palm of her right hand. Her eyes harden and draw tenses. She looked just the same as she did in the marketplace before she assaulted the lake with her footed bearing exclaims.
Should I take care of the skeletons for you, my lady? I'll barbecue these old bones until they turn to charcoal. Just give me the word and I'll do it.
I appreciate Neve, but I believe I could take care of this myself. I'm not called Dark Witch for nothing after all. I'll take a step forwards, raise my hand, and I'll declare loudly. You fallen warriors, heed my words. Skeletons pause, they look with the empty eye sockets. Everyone lifts their heads, their eyes wide and wild. It's you, the current lady. Current lady? That is Nabra. I believe I told you to call me mistress. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, mistress. You will be. You won't be thinking I'm calling now, but you just wait and see. I'll show you how cruel I can truly be. I drop my tongue against my lordly. Beyond shivers. I don't know what you mean. So you dare employ dumb, even after you stole what's rightfully mine from under my very nose. I did no such thing. Don't act like a little fool. I know these things. These skeletons don't sprout out from nowhere. I don't know where they came from. I was just running through the forest on my way back home when all of a sudden... Silence. I should have some glad at the urn. I could tell for a dragon. As expected, she soon shuts up. They are always there. Nay, I turn my back to the hordes of undead. As I'm sure you're already aware, my name is Viola, and I'm the Great Dark Witch. The Dark Witch? No way. I shoot another icy look at Fionn. She soon silences herself, but her trembling doesn't stop. She shakes all out, her teeth are clinking together. No one be surprised if her bones are rattling. I see you've awakened from your slumber because of this insolent puppet took my necromancer's ruined necklace from me. Yeah, I'm grateful that you would arouse from your grave at short notice to serve me, the great Viola. And I understand that you must be disappointed upon awakening to find you not only your mistress, but this dirty little thief with stick fingers. If you wish to punish her for her ignorance, I understand, but I must command you to step aside. That girl has warned me, as such, I'm the one who will mete out her punishment. Nobody's allowed to lay so much as a phalanx on her. If you do, I'll make sure you suffer. I know magic that can turn bones into dust. I'll grind you down. I'll feed you to my pet hellhound in the Nightmare Castle. I'll hurt you so badly you'll remember what dying feels like all over again. Though I'm like myself quite plain. Skeletons look around between one another with their empty eye sockets. They hang their skulls, their shoulders, bones slump. Good. I all but purr the word. Now go back to where you came. There's a great dark witch Viola, I command you. That seems to do the trick. These simple skeletons bowed immediately in reverence as they ought, before they sink back to the grave. They lie down, uncovered holes of dirt, they burst forth from and cover themselves in dirt. I command from amongst the undead. They're afraid of me. I can even order them to seal themselves away into the dark and dirt and the worms once more. I've had it an awful to be sneezed at. Within 5 minutes, all traces of the skeleton alive me are gone. The soldiers have been put to rest once more, and I don't need to use any magic at all. Forest becomes peaceful once more. Sand ablaze. Song returns to the trees. Soft, gentle breeze plays in my head. It's a rather pleasant day, all things considered. The sun is shining. Fiona, however, looks anything but at peace. She stares at me with wild, frenzied eyes. Her pupils dilate, her hair is messy, her face is horribly pale.
You're...
Oh yes, what is it, dear?
You're the Dark Witch Fiona?
Indeed I am. I'll offer Fiona a small courtesy. If that little performance wasn't enough for you, I can always do this. With a click of my fingers, I revert the magic I was using to disguise my normal clothes.
Why does it look like a BDSM outfit?
Whatever. My casual attire melts away through my long, dark gown decorated with feathers. Fiona's eyes practically bulge out of her head in the magic show. I can't believe it. No way. Well, you better stop believing in it. I'm very pleased to make your acquaintance. You're a disgusting, swindling little bitch. Now, I think you have something that belongs to me in your pocket. Would you care to give it back now? Of course, if you're feeling brave, you can always refuse. Well, then I'll have to pull your spinal column out of your body through your mouth.
Fuck, you don't mess around.
Maybe my teasing was a little too much for you. Let's get on this most of it flattening enough for her. The poor thing without encountering the fearsome dark oil on top of it. She faints. Her eyes roll back in her head, body slumps against the dirty ground and she limps as a ragdoll.
Oh dear.
Oh dear indeed. Never approaches Fion's fallen form. He retrieves the wrench from the ground and pokes Fion's side. No one doesn't move.
I think you scared her half to death.
Yeah, only half. That is neither. Only she'll be fine. She better be fine at least. I haven't even begun to punish her properly yet.
What the fuck? What is this game? Why? I don't... Why? Okay, we're gonna leave the end card on this image. Oh no, quick save real quick. Alright, this is... How many Sakuras have I played? We did Sakura Dungeon, then we did Sakura Beach, Sakura Fox Adventure we just finished off. So this is the 4th game that we've played. We never really finished Sakura Dungeon because I didn't realize how long of a game that was, because that's like a proper dungeon crawl RPG game. And I made a mistake doing that one first, but so this is the 4th Sakura game. I've got like 20 plus Sakura games from a Humble Bundle thing. And I'm just playing through all of them for the channel. But this is going to be the end of tonight's Sakura Saturday stream. I have some D&D related stuff that I need to get to. I thought this would be a great game for the next Sakura game to be playing because it's very much D&D, and I'm not really a player of MMOs myself, but they kind of go hand in hand. Anyway, please check out not myself, but Karetsu. She's one of the other streamers that we work with. Tomorrow, we're going to have the Journey of the Bone Collectors again. Monday is Minecraft Monday. We actually have a few of the Round Step members join us. Look, how did you get of course from this, Bishop? I thought the next scene was going to be us taking her home
Maybe even like chained up in some weird, unnecessarily sexy way. Where did she find the mud pit, though? That's why I'm saying why. It's like, why would you go out of your way to find a mud pit? It looks like you've changed her bra. I don't get it. I just don't. Anyway, Minecraft Monday, Tuesdays and Unmissed Ones for D&D on there. Nothing on Wednesdays or Thursdays anymore. Do catch me next Friday, where Bishop, who is in chat right now, and so a few other people from the Round Stump are going to be playing D&D, and I'm going to be DMing. Little bit of a spoiler, especially for you, Bishop. Some of the voices that I use for Sakura Saturday are going to be used in the campaign. And much, much more. But thank you guys for watching. Have a good night. Have a great weekend. I will see you all next week.